It's a dolphin wearing a tutu with abs. Probably the most interesting chalk piece that I made for my AIDS life cycle. This one was made specifically for Deborah. Thanks for this very interesting idea for a chalk piece. Yup, a dolphin, tutu, and abs. Hey guys, Ray Bahar from Get Crafty Crafty, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this fluffy no sew tutu. I'm going to be wearing this for the AIDS life cycle for Red Dress Day, which is one of the theme days for AIDS life cycle. Thanks to you guys, I was able to hit my $3,000 goal, and next week I'll be riding 545 miles from San Francisco to LA, and one of those days I'll be wearing this red tutu along with a few of my friends. So make sure you follow me on Instagram to check that out. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started with today's project. The items that you'll need for today's project include scissors, ribbon, and depending on how puffy you want your tutu to be, a few yards of tulle. First, you want to take your ribbon and you want to measure enough so that it goes around your waist, and add an extra foot on each side so that you have enough to securely tie your ribbon. Set your ribbon aside and you're going to next prep your tulle. Cut your tulle into workable pieces by measuring out 30 by 3 to 4 inch strips and cutting them out. Don't worry too much about getting the exact measurement for each piece, since you're going to bunch it up for your tutu. To apply your tulle onto your ribbon, you're going to fold your tulle in half, take the center point, stick your fingers through the middle, place the ribbon in between the tulle and the little circle, and then pull the two pieces from the side so that you create this little knot. You want to continue to do this until you've filled up your entire ribbon for your tutu. When you're applying your tulle onto your ribbon, depending on your waistline, you want to have about a foot of space between the end of your ribbon and the start of your first piece. This will allow you to tie it all together. To help you attach your tulle pieces onto your ribbon, you can use a piece of blue tape or fabric safe tape. Tape your ribbon onto the table, and this will help you apply your tulle pieces onto your ribbon without it having to slide away. Depending on how puffy you want your tutu to be, you want to bunch it closer together to give it that extra volume, or you could spread it out a little more just so that it's a little thin. To add even more volume to your tutu, you can take two pieces of tulle and fold them in at the same time. But since I've already started and only done one layer on each one, I'm just gonna stick to sticking with one piece of tulle for every little part of the tutu. Continue to do this until you've filled up as much as you need to. Depending on how puffy you want your tutu to be, it's gonna take you a good amount of time and a good amount of tulle to actually put it all together. For this piece, I used about 3 yards of tulle just because I didn't want it to be as puffy as other tutus. Once it's all put together, all you have to do is wrap it around your waist, tie it in place, and then your tutu is ready to be worn. I decided not to make this as puffy as the other tutus and to actually leave a little bit of space in between, just because we're gonna be wearing this for, I think it's day 5 or day 6 of AIDS life cycle for Red Dress Day. Myself, along with Team Craft City, we're all gonna wear these matching tutus. And the last thing we want to do is have something huge and puffy everywhere and have us have a hard time biking the, I think, 40 miles, which is actually the shortest period amount of time that we're going to ride for AIDS life cycle. On average, we're going to do about 80 miles per day, and I think the second day is about 120 miles. Hopefully you guys had fun making this project. Again, thank you to everyone that's been supporting me by donating toward my AIDS life cycle, and I'm so happy to actually be doing this next week. If you guys make this project, make sure you share it with me either on my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter using the Get Crafty Crafty hashtag, and watch out next week for a 7-day recap of all the different things that I'm doing for AIDS life cycle. And as I'm doing all this, I just thought about this whole thing where if you guys have some questions for me or anything else, let me know by tweeting me at RayBahar, and I'll answer those questions in the videos that I'm making next week for AIDS life cycle. Thanks again for watching. Come back next time and take care.